Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, for Christmas month, which is the day after Christmas, we're still going until January 1st. Today's movie is Don't Open Till Christmas, which is a kind of a cool movie. It's like a combination of a whodunit and slasher horror movie with inspiration from Halloween and Friday the 13th. And obviously the famous Black Christmas. This is a movie that came out in 1984. Apparently took 2 years to make because they kept losing directors. Apparently there was like it took 3 directors to make this movie. And then the guy who's listed as the director, he didn't even direct the whole movie. It's Edward Purdom, who also stars in the movie as Inspector Harris. Apparently he walked off after like 2 days or some shit. So like he's supposed to be the star in the movie. He's hardly in the movie, and like you have characters throughout the movie like ask, "Hey, where's Inspector Harris?" And he's like, "I don't know. He's off doing something." So the movie. Oh, well, we'll get into the stars. First, you got Edward Purdom as Inspector Harris, Alan Wake as Giles, Caroline Munro as Caroline Munro. Okay. Mark Jones as Detective Sergeant Powell, Gerry Sundquist as Cliff Boyd, Kelly Baker as Experienced Girl. That's the Peep Show girl. You got Kevin Lloyd as Gerry and Belinda Mayne as Kate, and Nicholas Donnelly as Dr. Bertle, who was in the script a lot of the movie, but like apparently his scenes were completely cut out of the movie. Kind of like who was it? I don't know. I can't remember. Some guy. Oh fuck. What was that one movie? Let me pause for a sec. Terrence Malick. There's like Terrence Malick. Apparently, Terrence Malick did like a fucking movie where you had I can't remember which actor, but one of the actors was like, said he was in like 3 hours of footage, shot footage, and he only has like a couple minutes in the movie or some shit. So like, yeah, Terrence Malick has a weird directing style. But we're not here to review a Terrence Malick movie. We're here to review Don't Open Till Christmas, which has a pretty cool premise. It starts off at a Christmas party this rich guy is throwing. His daughter and her boyfriend, who has like kind of a shitty past, are there, and like he gets killed. Like someone throws this like spear through his like neck, and this was a Christmas costume party, which is very unheard of. I've never fucking heard of Christmas costume party. So after that, the police think it's the boyfriend, but it's not the boyfriend because because there was like several like other Santa Claus that were murdered. People dressed up as Santa Claus or Father Christmas that are murdered throughout the movie. There's like 14 deaths in the movie, and he doesn't just kill the Santa Claus. Sometimes he'll kill like if they're with a woman too. Like there's like one of the first deaths in the movie, might have been the second death, is you have this Santa Claus guy goes into his car with his girlfriend to have sex, like doing Britain's new favorite pastime, dogging, which is like people having sex in like cars in public and shit. It's funny because like the guy tells them, "Hey, fuck off, get out of here." It's like a first person like shot, and the girl's like, "Oh, just let him watch." She gets killed. There's a lot of cool kills in the movie. There's this one scene where like he kills a Santa Claus that at first he's like chased by street punks, gets his bike stolen, like very like 80s like street punks where they have like the colored hair, and like one of the guys has a mohawk, so remind me of the Cyberpunk trailers, not the Cyberpunk game, but the Cyberpunk trailers. Fuck, what a piece of shit that game is. I'll get into that later, but yeah. Gets chased by a dog, goes into this fucking dungeon place with animatronic demons and shit. Like, it's really like fucked up statues that remind me of like Renaissance era paintings of hell. If you've ever seen that shit. Oh fuck! There's like a demonic dude with a trident who has like faces on each side of his face, and he's wearing like a crown or some shit. You have a dude that looks like Satan at the like at the top of the place. Yeah, there's also a kill where a guy gets like his eyes like a machete kind of knife kind of thing. I wouldn't say it's like a butcher knife, but like slashes his face, and his eyeball is like melting down his socket, which that was cool. But yeah, like the movie is basically this one detective, these two detectives trying to solve the case. When one of them's like missing half the time, and you have this guy who, spoiler alert. So if you don't know who the killer is, yeah, don't watch. I'm giving it like a 5 out of 10 because its plot is kind of shitty, and I did find it boring at parts. But yeah, like yeah, you have this guy who pretends to be a reporter, goes to the second guy in charge of the investigation, right? Tells him, hey, you should look at your partner. He might be involved, right? Who's like gone most of the movie. So it's like they try to fix the fact that the lead for this movie is gone throughout the movie by having like, you know, our heroes think that he might be involved, right? When it was really the guy who set him up in the first place that fingered him, right? Who turns out to be his crazy brother, who gets actually killed near the end of the movie by he kidnaps the Peep Girl show, the Peep show girl, because, you know, like, she saw him kill Santa Claus, who was a very lonely fucking guy. He's like some guy who was working at as a mall Santa. Goes into the Peep show just telling her like, oh, I live with my mom, I work at the mall. He came off like autistic, like incel. Which, yeah, it's very weird how, like, you know, you have these random, like, you follow these random Santa Clauses, and like the killer just happens to be nearby to kill them. Like at one point, like, he kills a mall Santa at the mall, who's this big fat guy, goes in to take a leak, and the killer comes out of fucking stall with a straight razor, cuts his dick off, cuts the fat guy's dick off while he's taking a piss, and you see blood squirt into the urinal, and it's like, how did you cut his like dick off in one swing when the guy has like a massive like stomach that would have like protected that, like, that's like, looks like it's like 2 feet in front of where his dick should be. So it's like, he would have had his massive stomach shield his dick. But no, he manages it. Yeah, so it's the thing where this movie, it's, you know, I like whodunits, and this does it well, right? There is some nudity in the movie, if you're wondering, but not till, like, you know, at the end, kinda. and you kind of the ending of the movie kind of reminded me of um a Dario Argento movie. What was it called? Run Red Run fuck Run Red or something. I don't know. It's something red. Deep Red. Right. So like the end of the movie kind of reminded me of Deep Red, which also has like a Christmas scene in that movie too. Yeah. So it's I would say if you like who it's like I kind of like it because it's part Hammer film, part like Friday the 13th mixed into one. But the movie is kind of a mess. But if you're willing to look past the the budget shit, because like the police station is literally like the sign and like the one office and like a stairwell, a stairwell. So it's like Jesus, they didn't have like you can tell they didn't really have a big budget for this movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it despite its problems. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about this movie. And the acting, it's the acting was it's hard to tell if if the acting was bad because you have all the posh English accents in the movie. Yeah, so like tomorrow we're gonna be reviewing the Mel Gibson masterpiece, Non-Apocalypto, which I still need to get that movie, but it's like it was like I remember I tried to pick it up and it was like super expensive. I'm like, maybe another day. But yeah, we're gonna review Passion of the Christ. All right.